Welcome to the College Football Show on the Sports Talkline Network, where we talk sport 24/7, 365. Happy Father's Day to everyone in Australia and New Zealand, and happy Labor Day weekend to everyone over in the US. Guys, whatever you're up to this weekend, stay safe, practice your social distancing, try to wear a mask, look after each other out there. The world will be a better spot if everyone looks after everyone else. Come on, guys. On this week's show, we're talking college football news, we're talking LSU football, one of my favourite topics, and we're talking Georgia football as well. So today I'm coming to you from the couch, all nice and relaxed out here. It's a beautiful day. Let's get into it. Alright guys, college football news. Looks like Jamie Newman has opted out for Georgia. Their quarterback transfer from Wake Forest has opted out of the 2020 season. He will instead join the draft in 2021 and potentially end up with a terrible NFL team going forward. So good luck to Jamie Newman. I kind of wish he was getting around with Georgia, but we'll talk about that later. In other news, LSU wide receiver Jamar Chase, probably one of the best talents in football at the moment, has also opted out and he's going to join the draft as well. So that's bad news for LSU, who don't really have a lot of talent at the moment, returning from last season. So this is going to hurt them going forward. But all credit to him. He was a talent last year and will do wonders in the NFL. I'm thinking top 5 pick easily. So thank you, Mr. Chase, for everything that you've done for LSU over the last couple of seasons, and mate, I wish you all the best. So in other news, there's been an outbreak at TCU. They've had a fair few guys test positive for COVID-19, and the TCU's game against SMU, which was supposed to start their season next weekend on the 11th, has been postponed. So heaps of the TCU kids are infected and are sick. So hopefully they get well soon and the games can come back on. But first and foremost, the kids' safety is the most priority thing now. So hopefully everyone's staying safe out there, guys, and look after each other. But our guys for TCU and SMU, the game will not be on next weekend. In other news, football's back. We've got a few games on today. There was one yesterday. I saw one on Thursday, South Alabama and Central Arkansas. So check your local listings, guys. Find out what time games are on. Get out there, watch them on TV. Support the sport that you love. It's better if we all watch it. So should be good, guys. The Pac12 has come out during the week and said the reason they cancelled their season was because of the lack of testing viability. Now, I agree with what they're saying. It took the Big Ten a long time to come out and say anything at all. And the Pac-12 kind of stayed a bit quiet too, but the Pac-12 has come out and said the reason they cancelled their season was because they weren't 100% certain that testing was going to be spot on and accurate. So the Big 12 is coming from a good spot here where they were unsure of what the future holds, and they made a good choice. I think the Big Ten is taking a lot of rap and a lot of hit over what they've done, but I think the Pac-12 has been sensible about this. They've taken the right approach to it, and doesn't seem to be a lot of infighting going on. And the the Pac-12 seems to be all over this. So congratulations to the Pac-12 for handling things really well. Big Ten, you still suck. So thanks. And it looks like the Big Ten might be coming back again. They're still talking about it now. Ups and downs every single day. No one knows exactly what's actually going on. It looks like the Big Ten could be back around Thanksgiving, but we'll see what happens going forward. So stay tuned, guys. That's all we have time for in the news at the moment, but we've got 2 more topics coming up. 2 of my favourite topics, Georgia football and LSU. So stick with us. All right, thanks, guys. Look, it looks like Jamie Newman, the quarterback transfer from Wake Forest, has decided he's not coming to Georgia this year. Obviously, he would have spent a bit of time with them during the off-season, but he would not throw a football in a game for Georgia this year. Now, earlier in the season, I wrote a huge article on the Sports Talkline website. Go have a look, guys. I'll put a link to it during the show notes here. I think Georgia was going to go all the way. Top 4 team, almost a top 4 team last year, but LSU smoked them. I thought Georgia had the talent and the means to go all the way. They had a lot of guys returning. The last few days, they've had their wide receiver tore his ACL for the second time. Their number one QB, Jamie Newman, has opted out. I still think Georgia's going to go all the way. And I know that's strange and that's weird and I'm an idiot and I don't know what I'm talking about and all that, but just hear me out. Georgia's got one of the best QB rooms in the country. The guy sitting behind Jamie Newman is JT Daniels. Right? And the kid coming in after that, although he's not there yet, is the number one quarterback in the country in Brock Vandegrift, a young kid out of somewhere. I just find it very difficult that Georgia's got such talent all over the park. They're still good up front. They're still good defensively. Georgia's going to be huge going forward in 2020, and despite all these setbacks, I really think Georgia can still be a top 4 team. The Florida Gators will be sort of coming up behind them too, out of their division, so that's going to be tough. But I still think Georgia are a strong candidate to go all the way this year. In other news, LSU Tigers are in big trouble. Jamar Chase, as we spoke about earlier, he's opting out this year. They had 32 guys go in the draft last year, and they've now had another 10 opt out, I think it is now. So they're down to 70 guys on their squad. The squad's getting smaller and smaller by the day. There's still a few that look like they may get out still. So look, guys, stay tuned. LSU could be a 6-4 team. They could be a 4-6 team, to be honest with you. I'm not really sure. I want them to do well this year, but this could be a rebuilding season for them as well as it is everyone else. So, right, guys, have an awesome Labor Day weekend. Stay safe out there, and hooroo.